in the title. I don't have to think too heavy, I can remember. The city centers hella cold in the December. The roads that I'm from will turn you to a contender. I'm a John Claude Van Damme, there's no surrender. You didn't know money when the bally meant this trallies up. When I'm saying money, I'm not talking about Pacquiao. It's funny how the tables turn. You're not Ricky Hatton. Tonight I have to let me pull my body down. When you was hitting backs, I was still
Real generals back in the building. Trust. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Pull up on a set, I might let man know what time that this is. If man move wicked, make man swim with the sharks and fishes. Respect my wishes, got bare creps and I step like kisses. And my fit stay clean like dishes. That's why gal wanna give man kisses. Gal wanna give man hugs. I don't drink and I don't do drugs. I used to wear my heart on a sleeve. That's why nowadays man I don't do love. Fake love might get a man killed. Fake love might get a man drilled. I had to tell them let a man heal. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Down for the anarchy. Them man I sing to the feds like Valerie. Any violations man I see casualty. Even my manager still can't manage me. Non-stop working down for the salary. Everyday in gym burning a calorie. Deep meditation man can't channel me. I told them man recently, man's been on the deepest frequency. Girls that I love keep on leaving me. When I die they'll keep on grieving me. Gotta deal with this thing evenly. Gotta live this life, just breathe with me. Bad man can't make peace with me. Sit at the table and eat with me. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader.
Yeah, that hate, the grind, the sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. I work too hard, too long, and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game to say with lock and key and combination. Keep it gold and high sight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night, night, it's my time in a bright light. Don't ever band, no mind, and keep it pushing, don't ever give them a sound. Nigga love you when you shining, but they wanna talk about you when you down. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Yeah, that time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, if I had a penny for everyone doubted me, I'll make $1 million a month off a salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the gallery. I've been eating now, look at the calories. No, I've been out up on the road, trying to make it to my goals. Had a lot of friends in the past when I quit on me, had a fold. I remember being told, son, don't ever say it's sold. For the girls, for the cars, for the fame, for the riches, for the gold. Yeah, I've been chasing material things, I've been chasing my dreams. Stay close to the team, I don't ever need no reason to leave. Heard the birds in the trees, telling me that it's a breeze. As you can see, I do it with ease, wanna make it then believe. That time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, one time for the one time, I'll rebound, I reground. In the meantime, I stack up, this win my reward. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation.
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. It's Zanabek Alimkhanuly. He's 182 centimeters tall with a reach of 182 centimeters. And facing him, Sugar Ray Robinson out of Harlem, New York, 72.6 kilos. He's 180 centimeters tall with a reach of 184 centimeters.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. It's
Zanabek Alimkhanuly, the unified Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in the history of this sport. Inducted into the International Hall of Fame in 1990, he fights out of Harlem, New York.
As soon as the bell goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Zelandi in Kazakhstan, introducing a unified middleweight champion of the world, known as Kazakh Style, Johnny Bek Alimkhanuly.
So much hype. So here we go. Should be a good one. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Misses with the straight left. Beautiful counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
And he scores with the counter. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
He just misses with that jab. Perfect counter shot. He misses with that straight left. Can't find a home with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Johnny Bek in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round.
I like that round. There's the bell for round 2. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Through the straight left, but it won't score. The defense failed them.
It's been a tough round. round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that one.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your ball.
Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. They get 1 minute between rounds. This fighter wished it was 10 minutes after being dropped. There's the bell to start round 3. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Good counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice stop, but that won't score. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Those counter punches have to hurt. Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. Could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
I need to see that again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, wait a minute. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Where did that come from? What a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You still want to fight.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
Calm yourself back. Come, breathe.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Perfect counter lands. He threw a punch and just got countered. Misses with the straight left. Nice counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these 2 elite-level middleweights. jabs. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
Back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Janibek that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important.
Back into the fray here in round 5. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They're going to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Here he is bouncing on his toes, trying to get some energy. Punch caught him clean. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Catch and shoot. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot that's pickpocketing him.
The jab doesn't quite connect. There's a counter. He caught him with that body shot, and it froze him in his tracks. Look at this again.
Even I've got to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You all right?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Talk about Robinson in that last round. They say no one knows a fighter better than their trainer, and this trainer is certainly considering maybe throwing in the towel after their fighter got dropped twice. On to the 6th round. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Can't find a home for that jab. He misses with that straight left. So much for defensive abilities. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Now they've got to wake up.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Janibek in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
You feel good? Don't be looking at the one, stop him in his tracks. Get out there and switch.
Here we go. It's round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Punch scores. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
How about that time counter shot? Nope, that jab not going to score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Janibek that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the...
And we enter the 8th round. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Punch, counter punch. You can only take so much, and this guy wants no more. Well, the corner has thrown in the... What a beautiful day for a fight. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. And of course, here he is, Alexander Usyk. He's 6'3" with a 78-inch reach.
And they'll be facing Antonio Tarver, 6'2" tall with a reach of 75 inches.
Todd, this is well anticipated. I'm so looking forward to this tear-up.
Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out.
Give it a shit, nigga. You just give it shit, nigga.
And up against them, this bout, and of course, we fight outside today, Johnny, and that's going to put a little extra strain on both of these fighters' conditioning. Right. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Nice counter shot. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Beautiful counter shot. Can't score with that jab. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
He misses with that jab. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like
hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Good counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. Can't find a home with that jab. How about that time counter shot? Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
I'm happy I like that, Brad.
Here's the bell for round two. Well, there's no doubt who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You can't connect with that right hook. Counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
He just misses with that jab. Gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Place in this one. Alexander Usyk in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that in? There's the bell to start round 3. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Insane action. Perfect punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Perfect counter shot. They block the left there. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. They exchange punches. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges.
There's the bell for round 4. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
Catch and shoot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Solid punch. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter. That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He threw a punch and just got countered. They both want a knockout, you can tell. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their...
Back into the fray here in round 5. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. And he scores with the counter. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Can't land that jab. Swing and a miss with the jab. Punch, counter punch. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see. There's the bell for round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
There's a counter shot. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. The perfect counter lands. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He misses with that straight left. Misses with the straight left. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Usyk might go down here. What an upset. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance without...
There's the bell to start round 7. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Couldn't land that jab. These two fighters are made for one another. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter shot. And look at that body shot. They couldn't have thrown it any better.
That's lights out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you continue.
they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in that once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. And there's the bell for round 8. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
And Antonio Tarver crushes to the canvas. And it's a one-hitter quitter. So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.
6, 7, 8.